Everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to do the Diamond Art Club Blue Zion. It's 55 by 55. We're getting down to the bottom of the painting. We're going to start with DMC 498, which is kind of a russet red, I guess. Okay, which is this hourglass here. I want to show you my new pen. I love it. It matches my nails. Huh. That's a different purple, but close enough. Okay, so today is, what is today? We're Tuesday, July 23rd. So this is going to go up tomorrow. So I've been doing my videos like the day before, just a couple of days. Just because I found that way back, I found that if I did them too far in advance, then the information was all really inaccurate or not relevant anymore. So this way we can chat about what's going on right now. So before we get started, if you have a diamond painting, take it out. That's the best way I find to listen to these is WIP and chats, is if you have your own diamond painting and you just have me in the background, and then it's like you have a friend chatting with you. Unfortunately, oh, that was a dog. Unfortunately, I can't hear you. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. So if you respond, I can't hear you. Okay. So last night, or this morning, I guess, it was really early. It was like 7:30, and I could hear like my husband going back and forth, and then my son. And for my son to be up that early, it doesn't happen very often, let me tell you. So I was like, what is going on? And then they kept going in and out of the laundry room and all this stuff. So I get up and I'm like, what's going on? Well, apparently we have a golden doodle. So it's half a golden retriever and half a poodle, one of those giant poodles. And we've had him for, well, Mason is 6, so he's 5. He's exactly a year minus 1 day younger than Mason. So Mason was born on February 1st and he was born on January 31st, like a year later. And so anyway, he's kind of a hyper dog, I guess, and I think that's because of the poodle in him. But he's always been a good dog. Like, he's never made any messes. He's never chewed anything. Like, he's just been a good dog. So I was like, what is going on? And they're like, Ace was sick during the night or early morning. I can't remember which one it was, but he was sick. And my son didn't have time to, I think it was right in the morning, and maybe the dog tried to wake him up and my son didn't wake up. Anyway, he pooped all over his bedroom. I'm talking like it was everywhere. It was so disgusting. So my husband had gloves on and he was like removing everything from the bedroom. And we have a deck. Our house has, it's like in the front, it looks like a bungalow, but in the back, it's actually really quite high off the ground. So in the back, we have a walk-in basement. So it's a full basement with, like, we have a patio door downstairs. So our deck in the back, like, it's like 20 feet drop. And my husband was taking all the stuff that the poop had gone on. My son has like a rug in his bedroom and all this stuff. It was all over that. He's pretty good at keeping his room clean, but he had like a couple of like clothes on the ground, maybe yesterday's clothes or whatever, and he had pooped. Oh, that's what I was seeing. I was like, okay, I know there's more. And then when I went to get them, put them again, then I couldn't see them. There they are, right there. So my husband was taking that and just chucking it right off the deck. And he's like, I'll go off the deck after downstairs and I'll clean the clothes off with a hose or whatever. So anyway, got everything out, got the rug out. We have a rug cleaner. But we had lent it to my sister-in-law, and she lent it to her son, so we couldn't get it. So the rug is still outside. She said he lives about 40 minutes away from here, so she said she was going to go get her carpet cleaner, and then we could clean the carpet. So it's still sitting outside because we have nothing to clean it with. So he took, I have, one of those big drawers, big sinks that are in laundry rooms. So once he had the big part of the poop gone, then he put it in there and he scrubbed at it and got everything off the clothes. We still have to put it in the washer. But I said to my husband, I said, let me do the regular laundry first. And then we'll wash that stuff. And then we have those pucks to wash the washer. And I said, let me do the regular laundry first, and then we'll wash that. So I'm still finishing off the regular laundry. And as soon as that's done, then I'll wash that clothes. So I have those Scentsy candles. So I put one of those in his room to kind of take away the stench. Now we left the dog outside for about an hour. Our dog doesn't go on a leash. He just stays in the yard. We've done that since he was a puppy. And then we were afraid when we moved here that because it was a new place that he would, kind of run away and stuff, but he hasn't. So he stays within the yard. He's, like I said, he's 5 years old now, so he's pretty good. I can hear something. It feels like it's right here, but I think it's my neighbor. But it feels like it's in my yard. And I know it's not here because my husband and Mason went to soccer. I kind of had a sore stomach, so I decided to stay here tonight and just kind of take it easy. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to do my WIP and chat for tomorrow because Mason is sleeping over tonight. And it would be kind of difficult to do with him. I could get my husband to take him outside for an hour tomorrow, but I figured since I stayed home, I'll get that done while they're away. And then I'll be able to just upload it in the morning. Okay. So his room is smelling much better. But what a way to wake up. So I don't know what the dog got into yesterday. Have no idea. But we left him outside for about an hour and he kept getting, like diarrhea and stuff. I kept checking on him, and then after a while he just laid on the deck and he just stayed there. We just made sure that he stayed close to the house, but I wanted to make sure that he was like done with his messes. Although I didn't clean it, I didn't want any more. I was so thankful My husband's on vacation. So if he wouldn't have been on vacation, guess who would have been cleaning up that mess? Ugh, disgusting. So I was pretty thankful that he was on vacation. Not how he planned on spending his day today. We're not doing anything till this weekend. We're going camping again. So this week, my husband has, I call him a computer nerd. He's in the computer, you know, he works for a telephone, internet, that kind of stuff, everything. And so I call him a computer nerd, but he works a lot. Like, there's hardly a night that he gets here before 7. So if there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done around the house, I always have to wait. So we had bought this closet thing for our last room, like a closet organizer. It must have been 9 months ago. And it still wasn't put up. And then I had bought those, they're kind of bars to put on your patio doors to lock them up. Okay, just had to stop the recording because I was making some more pens and they were ready, so I had to take them out of the oven that I was cooking them in. So I made 10 more today. So after I'm done this, I think I'm going to finish getting them ready. I have to put like a little coat on them so they're nice and smooth. So I forgot what I was saying now. So yes, so today started off with, kind of disgusting. But then the rest of the day it was pretty, didn't do too much. I worked on my Egyptian princess. I think I worked on it for a couple of hours. I got a video ready for YouTube, uploaded that. And we haven't had supper yet. My husband's gonna pick up some chicken wings and some salad after soccer, and then we'll eat when they get home. Mason just got here. It was like 5:30 or something like that, and it was time to leave for soccer. So that'll be yummy, just chicken wings, salad, just be done. Oh, and my husband did go for an x-ray, and his foot is not broken. It's just really badly sprained. So it's just a matter of letting it heal, I guess. So he spent, when was that? On Saturday. He went there at 11 o'clock in the morning. And the weird thing is, I told him, I said, don't go, like the city closest to us is Moncton. And I said, don't go there because the hospitals are always on offload delay and it's like hours of waiting. So he drove to the next city. They have a hospital there, which it's only 8 minutes more than going to Moncton. But they had multiple accident, and he ended up waiting. He went there at 11 and he got home at 8 o'clock at night. Okay, so we'll do H, which is 3705. So, and even, you know, they were telling him, they were like, oh, we're not used to this being, you know, this busy or whatever. So it just, he wasn't lucky. He ended up waiting just as long as if he went to the city where it's super busy there. It's always, you always wait like 10 to 12 hours. If you go to the hospital, you know you're going to wait 10 to 12 hours. Jess brought Mason. This was in the winter. He was not doing well. Like she had brought him to the clinic a couple times, and then all of a sudden he started losing weight a lot. So she called the clinic again, and they said, well, you can't bring him here because that sounds like ER thing, like you have to bring him to the ER. So she brings him to the ER, and the ER says, oh, that sounds like you should have brought him to the clinic. Oh, she said, I did call the clinic, but they wouldn't make an appointment. They told me that I had to come here because he needed to be seen and probably have some tests done because he's losing a lot of weight. She ended up waiting 12 hours with a kid that was not feeling well. He had influenza A. So the poor kid probably gave it to half the hospital. They made him wait all that time. So he's out in the general public, and he's hacking and coughing. So probably half the people in there ended up with influenza A. So that's how it happens. So I think it doesn't matter. Even our doctor, I love my doctor. He's such a good doctor. I'm so thankful that we have him as a doctor. But when we go for an appointment, it's 4 hours. Guaranteed 4 hours. So long. And then people were like, why didn't you go for stitches for your finger? Because I didn't want to wait 10 hours to get stitches. What I should have done, and I'm talking about this, what I should have done was I should have went to the pharmacy and got some butterfly stitches, and I should have done it myself. But I didn't. Now I'm going to have a nice little scar, which is fine. And and Saturday was one of the nicest days we've had all summer. Again today, crappy, rainy. So over it. But I think the rest of the week is supposed to be nice, and our whole weekend that we're supposed to be camping is supposed to be nice. So I'm looking forward to our nice weather. Okay, so that was all the H's. Oof. I hope I don't need that very much. I think that was the last package, and that's all I have left. So hopefully I don't run out. Okay, we'll do this little cap thing there. What number is that? 758. I'm getting so excited because this is, on the bottom half of the diamond painting. So I'm looking forward to starting a new one. Even my Egyptian princess, I'm past the halfway mark, which is awesome. Like I said, I worked on it today for a few hours. A couple hours, I think. Maybe a little bit more. And I might work on it again tomorrow. I'll try to put an hour on it at least. I want to try to get it done. And my princess one, that I just have a little square, not even done. Just working on it, but that's okay. I don't know which one I'm going to work on after this one. I don't know if I'll work on another Diamond Art Club one. I know there's, I got the dragon one, I think it was inspired by Game of Thrones. I got that one. So So I wouldn't mind doing that one, but there's also like C Melody and the other one that I got at the same time. I wouldn't mind working on those ones. Okay, now I want to do this one, which is 3865 or 3855, which is kind of a yellow. So, yeah, I think I want to work on another Diamond Art Club, just because I know I did, you know, they are a little bit more expensive than the other diamond painting that I have, that I bought, that I purchased. So I want to make sure that they don't stay in my closet. Like I want to work on them and get them done. Okay, that had two, and then we'll take that one and put it right there. Okay, so these are coming together really quickly. It's just like little spots of one color. Okay, so the next I'm going to do the percentage sign, and that is 3608. So I'd like to finish this section right here in this WIP and chat. That's what I would love to get done. So I think tomorrow I'm going to do a scrap and chat for Thursday. And then I still have to do, because we're leaving for the weekend, I have to do the video for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They have to be all up and ready to go. So I still have, today's the 23rd, so I still have eight more days of a video a day. And then we'll get back to our 3607. Then we'll get back to our regular programming, I guess. 3607 is this nice fuchsia. So I'll get that done. So what are we watching? What have we watched in the last few days? There's a new Amazing Race Canada, which we were quite a few episodes behind. Just started. I think there's only been 4 episodes and we were 3 behind. We had watched the first one. So this week we kind of caught up on that. So we're all caught up on those. And then probably not tonight because Mason's here and we don't usually watch TV when Mason's here. We'll probably play like a game of Uno or something. But tomorrow night, we are going to try, well, we're not going to catch up, but we'll watch a few episodes of Big Brother. I haven't watched any movies on my own. I was 4 books behind my goal. So I was like, okay, you gotta stop watching movies and stuff and keep reading. You gotta catch up and make it so that, you know, you're at least a book or 2 ahead, because it doesn't take much that you fall behind. And I mean, it's just a goal that I've made myself, but I used to be an avid reader when I was a child. I remember my teacher, when I was in grade 1, started bringing us at the library because I had read all the books that were in the classroom, and she had run out, and she's like, okay, we're going to go to the library. And I think back then you were allowed to take out maybe 5 books or 6 books. So I would take whatever we were allowed to take out. I think I'm going to do 310. And before we'd go again, I would have read everything. I would read like a book a day. And yes, they're not as long as maybe, an adult book, but I wasn't reading like grade 1 level either. I was reading like chapter books. And then when I was a teenager, I used to read all the time too. I remember my mom, coming and saying, you need to go to sleep. And then she would, shut off my light. And then I would wait until I knew they were in bed and stuff. And then I'd turn my light back on. And I would read till like 2 o'clock in the morning. I would finish books. And then the next day, of course, I was in high school. I'd be exhausted to go to school, but man, I used to love to read. And then I kind of stopped when I went to university because, you kind of have to read for school. And then I didn't feel like reading because it was too much. And then I started reading again when I had the 3 kids and Josh was a baby. I started to read again. I read quite a bit. And then I stopped again. And then I read quite a bit when I started at 911. In between calls on the night shifts and weekends, we were allowed to read books. Now we're not allowed during the day anymore, but at night we can, because it's a little slower and it keeps you awake. So I did for quite a bit, and then all of a sudden I stopped again. And then 3 years ago, I was like, you know what? Yes, you got to start reading again. And I started reading again. And the first year, I had made myself a goal to read 12 books, so a book a month. And I read 72 books. And then the second year, I read 90 books. And then last year, I read 120 books. Now, I'm not on track to do 120 this year. I can tell you that because I'm behind, right? But my goal is 100. So as long as I can do my 100, I'll be happy. And I was doing really good, but like I said, I find you can't do, it's like you can't do everything, right? Either I'm doing well in reading all the books, or I'm staying caught up on my shows. I can't do both. Because right now, every sort of like extra time that I have, I'm reading. So if I spend time watching YouTube or watching movies, then I can't read. And I fall behind. So I read a book this week or at the end of last week, and it's called Adrift. And it's based on a true story. I think I'm out of the bound down there, so I'll go back up here. It's based on a true story, and it's about a couple that were stranded at sea. They were on a sailboat, and they got hit by a hurricane. And the reason I want to read it, it's because I saw that it was a movie on Netflix. I'm like, okay, well, I want to read the book first. Because if I watch the movie, I'll never I'll never read the book after. But if I read the book, I will watch the movie. So I read the book. It was good. And then I started watching the movie, and they didn't stay close to the truth, kind of thing. They kind of embellished it a lot. Like, it's not even, well, I haven't watched the whole thing, but there's one major thing that they changed, and it changes the whole thing. So I think that's why I'm not so keen on watching it. I think I've watched half. I'm watching like 20 minutes a day just to say that I'm gonna finish it. Like, I'll watch it, but I'm not too happy that they didn't stick close to, especially because it's based on a true story. So I finished that. Then I read, what else? I'm reading The Demon King by Cinda Williams-Chima. I think I have 20 minutes left of that, maybe. Like one chapter. And that book will be finished. I'm also reading a young adult contemporary. What is the name? I just started last night, and I'm at like page 100 already. It's reading really quickly, but I can't remember the name of it. Oh, yes, it's by Aaron Watt, and it's called One Small Thing. And it is based on a sister that, a girl that lost her sister, and how her family is dealing with it or not dealing with it. Okay, I'll do this one, 917. And how, when they talk about helicopter parents, well, her parents went really helicopter to the point, like, she can't do anything. And so it's about her story and, the grief and all this stuff, but it's really good. Like I said, I've read 100 pages already, and I just started last night. It's about 300 pages, I guess. So tonight when I go to bed, I'm hoping to read another 50 pages in that, and then try to finish that tomorrow. Okay, so I just did 917, which is like a pink. That was really quick. There wasn't very many of those. How about if we finish this stuff here? So there's that. It's 3325. It's a light baby blue. There's not a lot of that either, so I'm just trying to get this done. It's funny how when it's not confetti, and what I mean by confetti is like the numbers or the symbols, they're all over the place. Like, you don't have sections of it like here, like I had a section of a certain color. How much slower it comes together. Like, I just did all this already. Okay, so that's done. So the other blue is it's 2 lines, which is 519. 519 is right here, which is another blue. And then the 1 is the AB diamond, which is also number 1. And it's 125. So we'll get those 3 done, and then we'll get some of this done. If I can get that done tonight, I'd be a happy camper. So I think, yeah, it's out of the view right now. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do some of the 2s. Let's do the 2s right now. What is number 2? It is 154. DMC 154. I love that DMC. It actually shows up on a lot of diamond paintings. It's a common color. So one of the videos that I'm going to do this week is I did my nails this week. And I hadn't done them in like forever. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to film them. I'm going to film doing that. And I didn't leave it like real time because it takes me, I think it was 46 minutes from beginning to end to get all my nails done. So that would be a long time. So what I did was I just filmed it and then I will do a voiceover and it'll be maybe, 12 minutes or something like that. And I'll just talk about what I do to get my nails done, because I've had a few people ask me, what I use and all this stuff. So I'll talk about that in the video. But in every video, I have my Amazon link, which I have all the nail polish that I wear. I bought them all from Amazon, so I have them all linked in every video. I even have like the light, the LED light and all that. Cool beans. Okay, I'm just gonna stop and move it so that to make sure you guys can see a big section, and then that'll be it for tonight. And I'll have to put all this stuff away. That's another thing too, like I don't have a designated area that I do my diamond painting. I used to have it on my kitchen table, but it just, I don't know, it felt like my dining room or my dining room table was always cluttered and I didn't like that. So now I have to take everything out when I'm doing it. I put it on my kitchen counter. And then once I'm done, I put everything away. So it's not tempting to take everything out, right? Okay, there's a small diamond in that one, so we'll get rid of that. Because it's not good. Ooh, almost dumped my tray on the floor. There. Oh my goodness, I saw this table. It's at Costco. And it's all, like the whole table's a light table. Oh, I want it so bad, but it's $400. So it's like, no. So hopefully I'm gonna, put money away and save for it, but it'll probably be gone by the time I can afford it. I just can't justify to put $400 on a table like that without, putting a little bit of money away here and there until I've saved for it, without digging into sort of like our money, our family money. There, that's coming together really quickly. That little section too. I'm using my 3-placer. I love using my 3-placer, and sometimes I only put 2. There. I'd ordered a bunch of different size of placers. I'm sure it was 2 months ago. Still not here. That was one of the last things that I ordered from AliExpress. Might have a couple more things. I don't think I have a lot of stuff. I didn't order a lot of stuff because I have a ton I gotta get done. Oops. I had bought this stuff for my oldest daughter at Christmas time to do and she's totally hooked. While she was at school, she didn't have time to do it because, you know, projects and studying and all this stuff. She just didn't have time. But now that it's summer, she's been doing some diamond painting. She said that she ordered a couple too from Amazon, because the two that I had bought her, she finished one of them, and then she said she didn't want to start the other one and not have sort of someone back up in case they took a while to come in. Sort of like AliExpress, right? And I think that's why I got so many. It's like, okay, now I don't have to wait. Whenever I finish one, I just grab the next and I go with it. But I think now I am going to focus on getting them done. And then maybe when I get down to like when I have 20 left, for a while I was like, you know what, I'll, you know, do 5 or 6 and then I'll buy one kind of thing. But I think I'm going to try and not buy any for a long time. I can always, you know, get some later if I need to. Watch me. Next week I'll be ordering some. I don't mind so much if I just order like one. I just don't want to order 10, 15 of them, which I haven't ordered that many in a long time. There. I would like to get, I don't know, like I still have only 8 done. I'd like to finish another 8 soon. This one's almost done. My Egyptian princess is almost done. And what else? A few other ones are almost done. I was going to say, do you know I don't like rounds, or yeah, round diamond paintings, but I don't know if it's, I don't know. I just prefer the squares. I don't hate them. I just prefer squares. I find the painting itself looks better. There's no gaps. Okay. I wish, though, that all my diamond paintings had the clear cover. And it's not that I am, you know, a super fan of the clear cover. I'm not, because it rips and all this stuff. But the glue is much, much better. It's poured glue and it's not like double side sticky tape. So you don't get bubbles and rivers, and the glue's super sticky. So I wish that, I mean, I know Diamond Art Club, they state that it is, but I wish companies on AliExpress, I wish they would say whether they have poured glue or if they have the double side sticky tape. I wish they would let us know, because I think I would only buy the poured glue now. because even my Egyptian princess, when it came in, the canvas was perfect, like perfect. I had no rivers, I had no bubbles, none of that. It was perfect. But just the fact of it just sitting around and stuff, now it's full of rivers and bubbles, and I have to keep fixing it before I put diamonds down. It's a pain in the tushy. So next we're going to do 3371, DMC 3371, and it's like a dark brown. So pretty. Loving. Okay, so just before I finish that, I have to show you some of the other pens that I did. Okay, so this one here is purple, white, and black. Purple, white, and black. And then this one, and this is what I call like a tight marble look. And then this is a blue, like a teal, black and white. And that's also a tight marbling. And this is a loose marbling. It's the same. It's the exact same color as this, except one is a tight one and one is a loose one. And then I did a pink, a dark pink, or a red and white. Really love that one. Love them all. And then I have this one, which is a blue, a pink, and a white. And then this one is a tight marble look also. And that is a pink, a black, and a white. So I'm loving all those. They're so cute. And they're so comfortable. They're not heavy. They feel really good in my hands. There, so I think I'll just finish this 3371 as far as you guys can see it. Of course, it's right where I can't see, but I think, okay, you can see that. Okay, so about there. Yeah, I'll finish that. That's a nice big section. I might do the 310s right there, just so those are done. And then we'll call it good for today. That was a nice little section. Like, I feel good about that. That was good. I'm trying to figure out how many more. I think like this is all 310s. I don't know if I'll do that on camera or not, because that's a lot of like the same color. It's kind of boring. So I might do that section on my own, not film it. I think today, when I finish this, I'll take my phone off the tripod, because it's been a while since I gave you guys a view of what it looks like how far I've come with this. Oh, it's looking really good. There we go. A couple more, and then we'll do the 310s. Oh, there's one right there. Whoop. There's none on that. So So this weekend, I'm so excited. We're going camping with my second daughter and her husband. We're just going, the four of us, I think. And we were supposed to go to Mount Katahdin in Maine and climb the mountain, but my daughter broke her toe. Really? Yes, she did. My daughter broke her toe, and then less than a week later, my husband sprained his ankle, and we're like, okay, obviously we're not meant to go. My daughter, when she went to the hospital, like she went and got an x-ray and everything, and yes, her toe is broken and her foot. And she asked the doctor, can I still climb a mountain? He's like, well, yes, but it's going to delay your healing. So I said to my daughter, I said, okay, you have a broken toe. Dad has a sprained ankle. It's like a 6 to 8 hour hike. How about if instead we go camping? It's an hour and 15 minutes from here. And we can go tubing because it's supposed to be like high 20s. So it's supposed to be really hot. And she's like, oh, that would be fun. So that's what we're going to do. Because then we can just, it's like a lazy river, right? You just sit on a tube and you just go down the river. So that's what we're going to do. So on Saturday, we'll be cruising down the river. So that'll be fun. But we're going on Friday, and we're just going to camp all weekend. So that'll be fun. So that'll be camping trip number 3 this summer. I can't believe it. The past few years, we've been going once. And there's even a year that we didn't go at all. I said to my husband, because we were talking about getting a new trailer, and I'm like, you know what? We don't camp enough to do that. So I said, if we want to get a new trailer, I got to see that we're going to camp. So this summer, this will be number 3, and we plan on going at least one more time. Don't know where yet, but that's the plan. One more time, which will be fun. And I think now it'll be the end of August. Because next week, not this weekend, but next weekend, August 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, my rotation starts again. So it's my rotation where I work 4 shifts. And it's the whole weekend. I start Friday, so I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which is fine. But no camping that weekend. Nothing that weekend. I'll be coming home and going right to bed. Because that's usually what I do when I work. Work and sleep. So I just want to show you, oh no, they're all, see how they're turning? They were purple and now they're blue. They're heat activated nail polish. So when I'm warm, my nails are blue. And when I'm cold, my nails are purple. And now that I've found those, it's like a regular nail polish. I'm like, oh, that's boring. These are so fun. I tell my husband, so when it's blue, I'm having a hot flash and don't bug me. Because I was always a person that I was always cold. Always cold. And I thought, oh, hot flashes you know, they're going to be good because I'm always cold and I hate being cold. It's a different kind of warm. It's not fun. It feels like you're boiling from the inside out. Not enjoying it at all. People at work always tease me because I've been there 12 years and they've never seen me in just my shirt, like for a uniform, because I'm always cold. So I always have my winter jacket on. Well, ever since I started having the hot flashes, yeah, they see me down to my shirt. They're like, oh, never thought we'd see that day. But, oh yeah. And then it's like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Okay, so I think I'm just going to finish this. And then we'll be calling it good. I'm wondering if I shouldn't do this. Oh no, it's out of your view anyway. So I think I'll do a couple more lines of the 3/10s and then that'll be it. I don't know why it's not picking up 3. It's just picking up like 1 or 2 or not understanding. Here we go. So I can't believe that it's July 23rd. Oh, I don't want summer to be done. I really don't. To me, when August gets here for us, it's like, okay, a lot of times our Augusts are not very nice. Our Julys is when it's nicer. August usually is not so nice, and then September is nice again, but it's not as hot as July, right? It's like low 20s. But we didn't have a very nice July, so now I'm like, but every day that it is nice, I make sure that I go outside and I enjoy the sunshine because I sit outside on Saturday, it was 35 degrees, which I think is like 100 or 98 or 101 or something. Anyway, it's really up there. And I spent the whole day sitting on my deck with Taylor. We sat out there and chatted because my husband went to the hospital for an x-ray and Josh was working. So we sat out there and we just chatted all day. It was a nice, relaxing day. But whew, it was warm. But you know what? We were like, you know what? We've been complaining that it's been cold, so we're going to enjoy this nice hot weather. So we stayed out there all afternoon. It was nice. And when it's that hot, there's no mosquitoes, which is good. And then at nighttime, the mosquitoes come out and come right in. There we go. We'll just finish this one thing right here and then that'll be it. Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.